Sean Show. My name is Sean. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Helps us out here greatly a lot on the channel. I would love for you to join the party. We talk about everything here on the Sean Show that has to do with sports except baseball. Not discriminating. Just something I didn't grow up watching. But I want to talk about a topic here that I don't really talk about here on the Sean Show. And that topic is boxing. Now, I don't really talk about boxing because it would be I think it would be very disrespectful for me to talk about something that I don't really have a lot of knowledge on, right? I have tons of knowledge on what makes a good fighter, what makes a great fighter, what makes an amateur, and what makes somebody that has no business in the ring being in the ring. But since I'm a YouTuber, right, and Jake Paul is a YouTuber, then I guess that kind of gives me authority to speak on the fight, right? At least my opinion. Now, before I get into the fight, let's just give this guy his flowers. Now, I know a lot of people don't click off, because I know a lot of people don't like Jake Paul. I'm not really a fan of Jake Paul. If I had to pick between who I like, Logan or Jake, I like Logan more. Logan, I think he's older. He gets it. I mean, Logan kind of started this whole YouTube thing, and like like you're supposed to do, you reach back and you bring your brother with you, bring your family with you, so you can go get, you know, some of this YouTube bread and fame and notoriety and all that. And what makes me laugh is a lot of people who do this, you know, YouTube on a major level, they act like that money's not the motivator, but you do it full time. I mean, the thing is, bills come in every single month. One thing me and you have in common, I have bills, you have bills. Everybody has bills. So at the end of the day, you know, he created this following on YouTube. They had this idea of fighting, and then at first they were fighting, you know, other YouTubers. And most famously, Logan and his fight with KSI. Now, the thing is the first fight was in London. Second fight was out here in LA. And they sold out the Staples Center. That's crazy. They sold out the Staples Center. And the numbers, they did over 1 million. Remember, back in the day, it was hard to get 1 million pay-per-view buys. Floyd Mayweather, he became popping in the whole boxing game because it was a guaranteed million. They would have to do so much to sell this fight, you know, any fight that they were in. Like, look at the press that McGregor and Floyd had to go on, the press tour that they had to go on. They went to Canada, they went from the US to multiple places to sell the fight. Press conference to get over 1 million pay-per-view buys. And you got a guy like the Logan, you know, guys like the Logans that have like huge YouTube followings that are just selling this out like it's no big deal. So I'm giving them their flowers because it's very difficult to go from this platform to real life, right? To have somebody want to pay money to see you in real life, not in an edited situation where, and excuse me, my nose is itchy. If you don't know, if you don't know by now, or if you're new here, I have allergies like a mug. So sometimes when I'm talking, the allergist just says, I don't care what you're doing, I'm gonna make your nose itch. So I apologize if you see me digging in my eye or something like that. But back to what I was saying. The whole thing is, it's very hard to get somebody that is, because I'm in a studio and I'm recording, holding a camera, right? And there's light set up, and you know, I have windows open, and it's a whole thing, right? If I don't like something I say, like I said, like with me itching my nose, if I don't want that in the video, I just take that video out and show you me in the best light that I possibly want. There's music playing in the background. Obviously, if I'm talking to you in real life, there's no way that while we're talking, there's going to be background music playing. So to have this be a situation where in real life, you're getting people to spend their money to come and see you, and then it's something that has nothing to do with your YouTube. This has to do with you fighting. You've got people to come watch you fight, and you're not really a trained boxer. So that brings me to, and like I said, I want to give those guys their flowers, because it's kind of paving the way for people that maybe on a platform like this but want to transfer over into the real world. A lot of times it's not successful. Sometimes it's very successful. But by doing stuff like this, you never know. Maybe one day somebody that's, you know, playing basketball or football or very athletic, maybe they can get a tryout with the NBA team. You know, maybe somebody that's a really good chef, maybe they can open up a restaurant and win a Michelin star award. You know, like it paves the way where YouTubers don't have such a negative stench on their name. Oh, you're a YouTuber. Oh, you know, like it's not respected yet. I think in a few years that it will be respected, but as for now, it's not respected. Everybody says, oh, well, that's not a real job. You just pick up the camera. Oh, well, all your stuff is fake. And oh yeah, well, you're really not as much make much money as you. I mean, it's just a bunch of negativity. And you guys know what I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure you said negative comments about YouTubers. I've said negative comments about YouTubers. That's just, you know, it's just opinions. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Just because I'm on here on this platform talking to you doesn't mean I don't say stuff too. So that's the reality of the situation, is that they created a lane where it's possible, if you have a big following, to move on into real life. As I wipe my brow. It's warm today. It's that side note. It's warm. It's gonna be a hot summer, man. It's warm today. Anyway, because it's like in my studio thing. You guys understand. Sometimes I like to talk to you about stuff. Like my studio's like, this is a wall right here, right? There's a wall here. There's a wall there. This is a door. Like on this. Oh, you can't see. There's a door here, and I don't really have all the windows open because, you know, where I film, everybody's, I live on a golf course, right? Where I film, everybody is in their backyard right now, in the pool and relaxing and stuff like that, because it's warm. So maybe I should have opened the window a little bit more before I film this. Anyway, I'm rambling. Now let's get to the fight. Now, as far as the fight is concerned, like, okay. I always like to use analogies. Let me use one here. Let's say I'm really good at basketball. I mean, I'm great. I'm like, was drafted top round, top 5 draft pick when I came out of college. Let's just say that, right? And let's just say with me being the top 5 draft pick coming out of college, I have won 7 NBA championships. 7. Yeah. Why 7? I don't know. I just like that number. 7 NBA champions. Oh yeah, one more than Michael Jordan. So I'm just like, I'm over LeBron. Like, I'm like, the GOAT conversation starts and ends with me, right? And then let's say there's somebody that's, I don't know, a kid on YouTube who's been doing YouTube for like 4 or 5 years, right? And every single day he's playing basketball. He's challenging people one-on-one. He's going to Venice Beach. He's going to YMCA, and he's beating people left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right in real life. But he's doing it on a level that's not professional. He then challenges me to a one-on-one basketball competition. 1st to 15. All 2-pointers, no 3s. Winner takes it, meaning that I get the ball every time I make a shot, or he gets the ball every time he gets a shot. Who would you bet on? Would you bet on me, the 7-time NBA champion, or would you bet on the kid that's been doing this on YouTube for 4 or 5 years? And not exactly, well, let me, I'm just assuming you're answering. Let me wait for your answer. Okay, we agree. I would win because I'm the 7-time NBA champion, right? And even though you've been doing this for a number of years, I've been doing this damn near my whole entire life. So of course, I'm gonna be better than you. because I have the skill and the pedigree, and I've been doing this longer. So naturally, I'm going to be better than you when it comes to basketball. Now, what they did with Jake Paul has been training for 2 or 3 years. They're not going to put him in the ring against somebody that's been boxing all their life. Triller has an investment in this man. They know that they can get 1 million pay-per-view buys, no problem, whenever he's on a pay-per-view card. Because his brother's shown that, he's shown that. It's easy for them to get 1 million pay-per-view buys. Why would I destroy that cash cow and put him in a ring against somebody that has been doing this all of their life? And they don't even have to be a world champion. You know, somebody's been boxing since the age of 12 and have a losing record, and he would knock Jake Paul out. That's the reality. But they're not going to put him in a ring against somebody like that. They're going to put him in a ring with someone where he has a good opportunity to win. They promoted this fight as anything can happen, but those who are purists in MMA were saying, yo, this dude got knocked out in the first round before. He has a weak chin. He's a wrestler, he's a grappler, he's not a puncher. These are what people were saying. But all of a sudden, it just seems as if by knocking this guy out in the first round that you've done something. And you have talking heads like Stephen A. Smith saying, oh, it's not fair, he should be against somebody that's a pro. No. The reality is, first of all, the knockout was very, very fast. The referee, like, why would you let my boy Nate Robinson get knocked out the way that he was knocked out? But you let this dude get knocked out on his feet. Why would you let Conor McGregor, right? Why did you stop the fight before he was put to sleep by Floyd? Right? But you let a guy like Nate Robinson get knocked out. Why is that? Why is that? What about the Gypsy King when the Bronze Bomber on their first fight knocked him silly and it was a slow count, and then when he got up, he gave him all the time in the world to get himself together and continue to fight? Why is that okay? But in this situation, you didn't let him just be knocked out and fall on the sword. Why is that? I don't understand for the life of me as why this fight didn't continue. Especially against a guy that is a combat sport veteran, where he may have been dazed a little bit, but he could have got possibly through the round. He probably could have grappled him, body shot him a little bit, got through the round, composed himself, drunk some water, and then come out in the second round and maybe put on a better showing. Maybe that could have happened. But Triller wants to protect their investment. They're not going to put this man in a space where, oh man, he should have really lost. Oh man, he got knocked out, he got hit hard. They're not going to put him in that position. So all I'm saying is this. I give them kudos for trying to do something outside of the realm of YouTube. But I think it's time. Because you pushed him as a pro. He says, I'm a pro, I'm serious about this, I'm going to be a world champion. You got to have the next fight. Got to have the next fight against somebody that is dead serious about boxing. Not MMA, not basketball, and definitely not YouTube. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. I answer all comments down below, and we're going to talk. What is your thoughts? Do you think Jake Paul should face a boxer, or he should face somebody that just wants to learn to box? What is your thoughts? Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you next time here on The Sean Show. Peace.